Okay, everyone, and welcome back. I'm joined today by the developer of Doki Doki Abridged, Chronos.
Hi, I'm Chronos.
And I love it was so funny because when Zero was when Zero was
Nope,
going
never was
through
a fourth girl or anything. Shut up and stop asking questions, asshole.
you're sitting there in chat like you're gonna hit a point of no return very, very soon. Now, back out now.
Yeah, I believe he got to either one line before or the line before.
Yeah. So yeah, things are a little different now. Click me down.
Click me, damn it!
Okay.
Obvious problem with the text to ensure you don't think this is exactly the same clue as before. Actually, that's your line technically, but whatever.
Quit the game. Blah, 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 and
Yeah, too early.
Goes on. You haven't made me laugh yet? Oh no. Well, for what it's worth, I'm sitting here fangirling over Chronos, so my yandere attention is a little skewed.
You shouldn't be still.
I still am.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Also, quick thing I just realized concerning that previous, obvious problem text thing. Yes, that is me, of course, poking a little bit of fun at Dan with how he, did the restart. Listening to his 1 year anniversary streams, it's totally obvious, and I'm not trying to make fun of him like meanly. He needed to do that, and
Totally.
I get that. Still poking a little fun of it. But the other thing I wanted to point out, when I was going through this, I as you can tell, I kind of write a lot in the text box sometimes. And one thing, I don't know if you noticed or not, is I very subtly bumped the text up in the box a little bit higher, just so it's a little bit closer to the top line. And now that I've done that, I have to keep doing that because it's such a subtle but slightly nice change. It basically allows you to put a fourth line of text on there without it running into the history buttons and stuff like that at the bottom. And just it looks like a better use of space. I thought, I must have forgotten I didn't do it. I thought I also bumped the size of the text box like sideways, so it could be wider to put more text in there.
Oh.
I thought I did, I apparently didn't. And I'm still debating whether or not that's a thing I would also change going forward with other stuff I do.
Also,
Anyway.
no, Daddy Sonic, don't ground me.
Lovely. That girl is, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Wait, the hell? Her name is, that, what? So, as you'll recall, I never got that, giganto boob art. I was planning on getting, like, really well done versions of all these, like, like all the characters in various forms of, like, dead or, whatever ridiculous
This
stuff.
is perfect.
I wanted people to look at this, and go, someone spent money for that, sort of thing. But
It totally works.
yeah, but because of reasons, I had to go with the MS Paint approach, and I was like, well, fuck it, I might as well lean into it.
I love it.
God!
I overslept again.
Who are you?
A deleted character that should not be here right now.
God! Oh, hey, a deleted character that should not be here right now. What's up?
That's not my name, silly. Anyway, you ready to get going, someone?
Wait, I didn't get to finish asking.
No. We're not doing this. No.
That little thing there, by the way, when I was getting closer to the end and, was starting to care less and less, Diablo Graves helped out with some of the posing. He was basically one of the sort of beta testers for the MPT stuff, because I think by this point the MPT stuff had been implemented.
He's our tech support for the spawn we share too, so.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I asked him to pose a few things here and there just because I was, either busy or just didn't care enough. And I was like, can you please just do this section? It would help me a lot. He's like, yeah, sure. And he did the butt bump thing, which
nice.
is cool.
That's awesome.
Holy
Go ahead.
Sorry. The original way I was envisioning that, but this works just fine too. The original way I was envisioning that was that sort of thing where you'd sometimes see, like, someone on a stage, like, escorting someone out by, like, grabbing them by the back of their, like, their shirt collar and, like, their pants sort of thing, just like out. So I was going to try and visualize that by having, like, Monica push her off the screen as opposed to the one bump.
Love it. Holy shit. Anyway, you want to join my book club? What? What's wrong? Oh, right. Hey, someone.
Gah!
Want to join my book club?
Who are you?
I'm Monica, dumbass. Oops. There. Happy?
Yeah, I feel weird if I don't get to finish that joke.
Anyway, want to join my book club?
Nah, I don't really have time for any of that. I've started some late-night cram school courses since I'm afraid of my grades dipping too low to get into the university I'm really looking forward to.
So, this joke's my job now, huh? Just great. Ahem. Oh, silly dumbass, you're far too one-dimensional to voice concerns that complex. In fact, if anything, I'm going to try and make sure you progressively get quieter and quieter as this act goes on.
Wait, don't I get saying this?
Literally or figuratively?
Well, it...
Doesn't matter, the answer's no regardless.
Oh, fine then. Manga, anime, girls, food, I guess. Gimme.
No, join my club!
No.
This world literally exists entirely just as an excuse to see pretty anime-style girls, which you'll meet in the club.
Okay. I then followed along because it's part of the framing device. Once upon a time, there was a person. This person had scant few particularly notable attributes about themselves, or at least they felt like they did. Except for the part where they were trolly enough to psych people out into thinking they were about to go through another huge monologue. Considering doing something with that if for the update thing, whenever I get around to it.
Goody.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Seriously, did the writer ever even go to school once? I would redo this section a little bit because I'm trying to make it more obvious that I'm making a little bit of fun at the original game for the school day is over and it's over before, or the school day is over before I know it, that sort of thing. Like, no, did you ever go to school once? I'm not trying to make fun of myself with that per se. I'm trying to poke some fun at Dan.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were right the first time with it just being a framing device.
And one thing I'll comment about this line real quick. This line in particular bugs me simply because it does... This is an example of a thing I would kind of say myself, my own vernacular in real life, which is to insert, random sort of expletives in the middle of things. And as much as I flanderize the hell out of these characters for the entire thing, obviously, I do at least try and make them kind of sound consistently like themselves, so to speak. The MC being a bit of an exception because he actually has more agency. Except when he doesn't. But in particular, this line here just feels out of place enough to me that I would tweak it. Which is to say, I'd read it, that'd mean more to me if I didn't still have to go through the whole day myself.
Anyway, we're going to go to the club room now.
Okay. I then followed along because you thought I was going to repeat that joke yet again, didn't you? You'd be right. I then followed along because otherwise the plot wouldn't go anywhere.
All right, let's get this crap up. Apostrophe?
Let's... yeah, shit. Well,
maybe. It's
You'll notice as we go farther and farther along more errors because of how much I was just like...
Fuck it, yeah. All right, let's get this crap over with. Blah, blah, blah. Meet your other club members. Seriously? You brought a boy?
Gah!
We are not doing this anymore!
Oh, hey, Natsuki. What's up? That was really unsatisfying,
Whatever. Okay. As I was referencing, way to kill the atmosphere. Atmosphere!
The hell does that mean? It's literally the line from the original game.
Good question, actually. I wanted the club to remain a taco fest?
So, with the start of Act 2 here, when I open up a little bit more about being openly lewd, so to speak, with some of the jokes and things like that, it's fun watching people play through this and learn new terms that I thought would be more widespread knowledge sort of thing. Like, for example, that. What? Oh, I'm stupid. I looked away. I thought you were still in the ... I'm hungry now.
That's rather convenient. Natsuki's already made cupcakes. You now added beef to the taco fest.
Gah!
The fuck? You already know her name!
Well, yeah, but she surprised me. Like, holy shit, you try and stay still when something that tall moves that fast. She's like someone's slash fic of Slender Man or something. Conversely, I'm pretty sure I used slash fic wrong there. I'd fix that.
Oh, ha ha. As though I've never borne witness to that particular line of derision.
Well, I mean, how else are we going to establish physical characteristics that aren't obvious from your graphic?
Ronan, Chappa, Freddy, and I are grounded, and why not Illy? No! I don't want to be grounded! No!
I'm too old to be grounded.
Right.
I just get a divorce instead. I mean, in a natural way, without just outright looking into the camera and stating them or something?
That particular trait is of no concern in that regard. The player has already experienced my weekend CG.
Oh, duh, right. Forgot since that whole reality restarts thing is a bit disorienting.
True. Regardless, may we proceed?
I do like how I keep having Yuri dissect the frog repeatedly as one of her running gags, so to speak. Yeah, sure.
Welcome to our club, someone. Obviously, you've already met Monica, our leader. Don't mind me, I'm just over here, not messing around with reality or anything like that. We've somehow skipped over Natsuki due to that cupcake tangent from earlier, so I'll let her continue to introduce herself. Right, well, yeah, I'm Natsuki. I'm the petite... Wait, hang on! Before you two continue, I want to ask you both something really quickly. What are your deepest, darkest fears in life? That is an incredibly ominous question, Monica. I know. Don't think about why I'm asking too hard. Well, if you insist. My deepest fear would likely have to be... no. Tornadoes don't really happen in our country. Although I am debilitatingly terrified. Thunderstorms and tornadoes, I hate them.
No, I meant, like, as far as I'm aware, Japan
I know.
Japan doesn't. You know, even fake Japan probably doesn't, but, I mean, that's, its own stupid, weird thing. But, yeah, I think like, trivia, the U.S. is the only country in the world that has any sort of regular tornado activity, just because of the Rockies and the Great Plains.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I mean, they do appear in other places, it's just, this is the only country or the only continent that they happen regularly.
I suspect it would have to play into my particular personality. I'm naturally a rather closed-off person who frets incessantly about being perceived in a negative light. Given my tendencies towards appearing mature and sophisticated, anything that would undermine my efforts to maintain that visage would be particularly off-putting to myself. Appropriate examples of this would likely be if I were to suddenly adopt behaviors counter to this, and was unable to either correct them, or worse, even comprehend them. These behaviors consisting of actions such as becoming overly obsessive about an individual I had an interest in, losing my grip on my sanity to a degree that cannot be reasonably hidden, as well as suddenly becoming overtly sexual. Worse than any of that, though, would be if this ill-conceived, false perception of myself and who I am as a person became popular, especially with online fan communities. My true self as a shy but caring individual, losing out to some manner of flanderized yandere stereotype in regards to how people perceive and like me, that, I feel, is my greatest fear of all. What would be most torturous to me. I couldn't bear the thought of transforming into something I am most certainly not, and do not wish to be on any level becoming the set of traits I'm most famous for.
Hey, do you think I had a message I was trying to send with that section?
Yeah, and then you go on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's because Yuri's my favorite, and I dislike how everyone leans into that so hard.
Oh. You don't like yandere?
Unfortunately, we disagree on this point. I'm aware.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Yuri. Wow, that is way worse than what I was about to do to you. Wait, what were you about to do? This! How is this a computer variable? Suddenly, I really think I like someone for some reason.
So all the jokes in the console for this part, that was Diablo again writing those out. I was like,
nice.
I know I'm gonna do something with them, whatever, here, deal with it.
That's
like,
awesome.
okay, cool!
Hey! Not enough. He's yonder, he's good. So much so that I want him to give me babies.
Cool.
Hey! Still not enough. Monica does split the files.
Say about her yandere level.
Right
So-
now.
Cool.
Hey! Oh, come on. What sort of weak sauce is this? Since when were you the one in control? I don't even care whose babies they are. Their spinal columns will be sufficiently ridged for my pleasure.
Cool.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, too far. In actuality, my own spine would be far more applicable to the application. Oh, damn it! I wasn't able to stop her quickly enough. Can the game even run if she's this dead this quickly?
Nope.mp4. Which, side note, is one of the few actual meme references I do in this whole thing. You recall I mentioned I did a podcast for TF2 for years? The place where the whole nope.avi meme came from, that like 10-second or whatever video on YouTube,
Right.
with the engineer going, nope, that was done by a guy named Jimbo McBee, who basically, long story short, got an early copy of the Source Filmmaker tool, the thing that lets people, make stuff in Source, because he got it early because Valve basically accidentally released it in an update for a thing, and he was able to grab it before they went, whoops, sorry, and disappeared it, and then didn't actually release it for years. We interviewed him one time. I was not part of the interview for clarification, but I was aware of the discussion. The reason why I say nope.mp4 is because in the interview he revealed that file he made was actually a .mp4 file, not a .avi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that is
awesome.
an extremely niche in-joke, the fact that I used .mp4 instead of .avi.
That's awesome. Ah, that's so cool. I'm so glad we're doing this. Okay, good thing I always keep some of this around. There's the other meme.
Mm-hmm.
Though, we probably shouldn't separate someone's child into its component parts without getting the parent's permission first. I'm going to leave her at this level for now. See how this feels out. How did you just fix her? Oh, wait. Was it some of that flex tape?
No. This whole thing might be a colossal shitpost, but I refused to use a lazy reference to a goddamn meme as the foundation of a fucking joke. The whole point of this, besides that, get this crap out of my head so I can focus on my real project thing, is that this is supposed to be good bad and not just regular bad. Using a meme reference like that is not only lazy as shit and fucking awful writing, it's also going to date the whole project really fucking badly after a whole 5 minutes. It's just by far the stupidest fucking thing you can do with a project like this. And if you do it, you're bad and you should feel bad.
Dad? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm not your dad.
That's literally the Natsuki Dad sprite that anyone can download and use.
Click here to see the awesome free-to-use Dad Suki sprite. Wait. You fool, why'd you do that?
What?
Why didn't you do the other option?
What other option?
You went too fast, that's why I was saying wait.
Fuck me! What was the other option?
It doesn't actually change anything, it's just funny in and of itself that it's an option. I don't know if you want to go see it or not.
Fuck it!
Okay. So.
Oh no.
Main menu, new game, fast forward. Click
There he
me,
goes.
damn it!
Hang on.
Nope. Nope. Tape. Commentary from developer.
Right.
Oh, I'm not your dad. That's literally not Squeaky Dad.
Okay, what's the other option? Oh my god! So, okay, chat is covering it right now. Hang on. We're just gonna move you guys over here for just a moment so that you guys can see down here in the corner.
I'm a boring asshole who doesn't appreciate other people's hard work and probably kicks cute little animals for fun. Literally, the only difference is that it doesn't open the web page up like if you click the other one.
Nice.
But the other thing I want to comment with that was I originally wanted it to, Tara and I worked on this for a little bit. I originally wanted all the letters of the text to be like either different colors or the color of the text to change like different colors constantly. Unfortunately, it breaks that joke then with the other options sliding in slowly. Long story short, because there's a way you can reload styles in RenP, but doing that resets that animation, which means that option never gets on screen. It's like, well, shit, I can't do that then. So, anyway.
Nice.
Well, okay, yes, I am, but at the moment I'm acting as the author's self. Insert.
Oh, okay. Can you, tell me next time before you're gonna do that? I don't even know where I stand with you anymore when you're like this. Also, what? My dad's supposed to be an unspecified asshole detriment to my life. Why the hell would you make him the self-insert?
I'm the one who commissioned Soviet Spartan for this damn sprite. I'll use it for whatever the hell I want.
The big reveal. Zero lost his shit at that. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I wanted people to laugh at that, like, oh yeah, of course, he's the one who commissioned it, sort of thing. I forgot the part where people might not know that.
I mean...
Don't even at me, bro.
Okay, now who's using the shitty memes in place of actual writing?
No food for a month.
What? Damn it! Wait, you said the same thing to me a week ago, so do I just tack that extra month onto the end of the current run?
No, they're concurrent, not consecutive. For the fuck! I missed that. For the next 3 weeks, you have to actively generate the same amount of food you'd normally consume from your body and give it to me. Then you're just back to not eating anything for another week.
Oh my god, why are you doing this?
Act 2.
I give that reason to people a lot. If I get overly yandere about anything in particular, they're like, what's wrong with you? Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Man, I hate this act.
You and me both. I need to go finish destroying my liver with the severe alcoholism I've developed out of fucking nowhere. As a reminder, fuck you again, bitch.
What did I do?
Stare.
Yeah, you're right. I promise I'll grow and develop as a character later, okay?
Whatever.
So, yeah, where were we? You dialed Yuri back to asking for permission before disassembling some kid. Oh, right. It's the right thing to do, after all. I wouldn't want to be greedy. It's possible the mother may already have the same plan for their nervous system. Regardless, I'll secure my own devices later. At the moment, I find myself unable to willingly walk away from someone while I remain aware of his position.
Cool!
Would it be acceptable for me to stare at you for the rest of the club meeting, someone?
So this choice is again a reference to the comedy club skit, though in a different context, because in the original one it's, going through all the, you've met everyone in the club, and then Sayori pops on screen, he's like, by the way, I love you, player, and it's the cool choice there.
Oh, yes, right, I remember that.
And
Do
then,
either of these matter?
Nope, they do not. Cool.
Wonderful. I'm going to burn your image into my retinas so that I may continue seeing you, even when my eyes are closed. Like when I'm sleeping, or masturbating, or driving, or masturbating, or fondling. Cool, great, whatever. So, Natsuki, what's your greatest fear? I don't have one of those. I'm totally fearless, as it turns out. Oh, I don't believe that for a second, Natsuki. Everyone has something they fear. And I promise that we can move on once you tell me yours. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? I love it. Clever. Anyway, I'm just going to make you thornier than usual.
So, side note, some people like pick up on that, thinking like, oh, I was gonna make her hornier. No, that was just the particular word I chose to, make her bitchier. But like, I didn't want to use that term explicitly, so I just went with that eventually.
There, I'm a fucking bitch or something now. Can we fucking move on? Sure. Fucking great. Where the shit were we? I'm going to regret your change, aren't I? Fuck you. Anyway, you two were about to introduce yourself to someone here. Oh, yes. How could I forget? Well, I'm Yuri, and I really like you. And Knives. Did I also mention that I really like you?
That's another reference to the comedy club thing. I modified her, like when you meet her in the Act 2 thing, it's basically that. Plus, plus I have an abundance of blood or something like that.
Yeah.
I would tweak the line here again just because I don't think it's quite as good now.
Hope you're taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fucking Natsuki, and I'm somehow now the most reasonable person here. Also, I get shafted out of an ending, unlike everyone the fuck else.
Again, reference.
Fuckity shit piss, fuck bitchy dick whore. Okay.
They're funny, aren't they? Especially when you use them all the time, is basically what I'm saying with that.
Okay, that's going to get really old really fast. Fuck you. Wait, I just fixed you. You don't have to swear every line now. I know, bitch.
So, one quick thing here. This was very subtle, and not many people picked up on it. But the previous line, they're both doing the arm, hand on hip, arm pointed up sort of thing, and that's basically Natsuki making subtly making fun of Monica and her pose. And as I mentioned, I think in the previous stream, we took out the Natsuki point because it's not our work that went into doing that. But when we did that, Graves was like, "No, you can't do that subtle thing now. It's so awesome." Like, I know, but you need to make our own.
Bitch. Anyway, now you've met the rest of the club. And I'm your childhood friend who you have somehow never noticed has deep-rooted depression issues and also has developed feelings for you.
Another reference.
No! Get out of here already! Go ahead.
No, just another reference to the Comedy Club skit. Oh, hey, Sayori, what's up?
Sorry. Kerplode, that idiot.exe, I think that's one of my favorites.
I love the word kerplode. Wait, who was that?
No one!
Probably save here fairly quickly because I think we're going to be coming up on the second poem game. And more than the first act, probably seeing some of the differences is more important here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure she was my childhood friend.
You've never had one of those!
But she was around earlier when I was walking.
Anyway, now that you've met the only other two club members that currently or have ever existed, let me remind you who I am. I'm Monica, the leader of this literature club.
By the way, I don't think it was this line exactly, I think it was several lines ago, but there's a very subtle technical thing that goes on here. If you'll remember, from this point forward, after Yuri asks about, can I always be in your view, or can I keep looking at you?
Right.
That's why she, never disappears from the screen going to this point forward. Well, almost anyway. There's obviously a few times where I break that rule.
There's two.
But basically, to accomplish that, I put her over at, whatever custom position that I made for that, that's slightly off the side of the screen there, on the regular master layer is what it's called. And then the next line, I intentionally put another version of her over that old one, on a layer I specifically made to have her in front of everything else for, whatever's going on with other things.
Nice.
And then I hid the first one. And that's specifically how I do that, and any jokes associated with that.
I want to make sure that this club succeeds. And that we all learn and grow as individuals through the power of literature. Also, we're all incredibly cute girls.
Does that include me?
No!
Aw.
Anyway, let's all write poems.
What? Why?
Because we'd all love to see you perform your magic with randomly strung together words. Sure, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, actually, you can save here now I think about it. This is closer.
Pretty sure it's because you just haven't figured out that it's still not gonna work, Monica. Shut up! I can have hope. You can have all the hope you want. What you can't have is a path. You are dead to me. Cool, great. Tell me something that's actually news, bitch. Oh, I know. I bet you need some ink in your pen to write your poem, someone. I've got too much blood at the moment. Let me kill 2 spleens with 1 stone.
Nah, that's cool. I've got my own.
And here comes one of my favorite jokes that I literally have a template on my computer for the purpose of creating memes for this quote.
Great. Nah, that's cool. I've got my own.
You have your own blood. May I have some? I couldn't even deliver it. Dude, we... Yes! Yes, prick it is. That's where that's from. Because I quoted enough that even some of our newest viewers recognize it. You have your own blood. May I have some?
No, I meant a pen.
You have your own pen. May I have some? Moving swiftly along. Fucking know how this works. Yay. Okay,
So a quick note about this. This, mostly works the same as the previous one, except the 2 things are, Sayori's off screen until you select the Sayori word, in which case she hang.
Yeah, no, we're gonna pull her out for at least one of these. Oh no, my computer's trying to lock up. Stop that.
There we go.
There she is.
Yep.
and then if you do select something for her, she swings and smiles.
Yep. And Monica jumps at every single time you click a word faster and faster.
Yep.
I also wanted to do some other stuff here with, Yuri being on screen always sort of thing. This was long past the point of when I cared, when I actually got around to implementing it. I was like, whatever, just get the hanging sprite. I forget who made that. I put them in the credits, but someone made a hanging sprite.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Yuri.
Gotcha.
Tits.
Where's my dictionary?
Oh no!
There's 47 letters.
Yeah, I know that's one.
No, these scream it.
Back!
Wait, what the fuck does that mean? Obviously bad word to click on. Notes to self, implement most awesomest glitch effect ever. Like when I give enough of a shit. Anyway, use imagination until then.
I've never seen that! That's phenomenal! Oh, that's great!
Yeah, that's the glitch word you can find in Act 2.
I love it. Fuck! I might be fucking this up.
Well, I mean, that's what the save's for. There's 47 letters.
We're gonna start over.
Okay.
Save's gone!
Yep. Only dead people. Where's my dictionary? Only dead people. Probably holy shit. Only dead people. How could it be either Natsuki or Yuri? Probably. No, there you go. There's 47 letters. There's 47 letters. Yeah. No, these jump out. Where's my dictionary? Let's see. None of these jump out. Where's my dictionary? Wait, what the fuck does that mean? None of these jump out. Yep. 47 letters.
Yay!
Yeah, basically I kind of memorized the words that are most likely to not screw you over, and anytime someone would play before I implemented the counter thing, I just give them that advice.
Nice. Hey, someone. How did I loved watching every single stroke of your pen, someone. Really? Couldn't even wait more than 2 lines to make a pen joke? Or, wait, was that a joke about him masturbating or something? Remind me to edit that out before this gets released.
Yeah, that's a reference to one of the edits I made, which was, I made a very lewd sex joke implying that the MC wrote things with not pen ink. And then I was like, nah, that's too over the top.
A joke? What joke? What you just said, right there! That was a reference to your stupid pen thing from the original game. Everyone constantly jokes about you loving pens so much because of it. I'm sick of it. I believe your comment is the result of a misunderstanding then, Monica. That was less a reference to using a writing utensil as a stand-in for a phallus, which, for posterity's sake, the only reason I used a pen in the original game is owing to its connection to someone and marginally convenient shape.
Because unless the MC writes with one of those like comically huge pens, I don't think he's going to enjoy it.
My personal preference for a masturbatory aid would not be a small, thin, fragile object filled with ink, but rather an actual masturbatory aid. I have an allowance, and I'm of age to just walk into a shop, after all. I'm rambling again, aren't I? You were saying something about how you weren't making a pen joke? Thank you. Yes, you misunderstood. Presently, I am so far removed from the average wants and desires of an individual, and how one would elect to spend their time, and instead spent the entirety of their writing session with as much of my body in physical contact, grinding against their back and watching their progress from above their head. Oh. I didn't notice you doing that.
What? How?
I just wasn't looking.
You were literally standing right in front of me, staring in my direction the entire time.
Well, I was paying attention to the picking words screen thing.
I thought you were supposed to be, like, all-knowing or something.
Just because I can do something doesn't mean that I either will or would want to do that. Why the hell would I literally just sit and watch you write down things on paper? Because it fills the gaping void in your being that can only be satisfied with flesh, silicone, or steel? That wasn't a multiple choice question. But if it was, what would your answer have been, someone?
This is, again, a choice that doesn't actually make any difference. I believe my favorite one being, because that's literally what's happening. The poem game word picking represents me literally writing things down on paper to impress girls.
How? How did you? Because fuck you, that's why. That's the answer to why. I want to know how you just did that. Oh, my mistake. I did it by remembering that you're a bitch. I just remembered that I don't actually care about any of you. Someone, did you magically write a poem about me somehow? Monica, I've got a better chance of getting a poem and I'm dead.
Gah!
Yeah, you are. Really fucking weird how that doesn't seem to matter, though. I know, it's great.
Who are you?
Fucking no one!
Oh, wait, was that my childhood friend, Sayori?
No!
I'm pretty sure that was my childhood friend, Sayori. Hi, Yuri.
Copulation. He's regained his awareness.
What?
Fuck.
I don't right now.
Nothing. I uttered nothing particularly worrisome under my breath.
How am I here now? And what have we been doing?
Nothing. I've most assuredly not been stood here grinding against your person for the better part of a half hour or anything of that sort.
You haven't? Oh, well, crap. Then I don't know what all these random wet stains are all over me that didn't exist before that transition. Excuse me, I think I need to go burn this uniform or something.
Wait, before you go, someone, may I convince you into remaining in close proximity to my person for as long as possible by bribing you with a drink?
What's the drink?
What would you like? I have a suggestion in mind if you're not sure of what you'd like.
Is your suggestion edible?
Of course.
Is your suggestion poison-free?
Yes. This one is poison-free.
Is it composed of or contains more than 2% by weight of a bodily fluid?
Wait. That particular definition would include milk.
I was writing this sequence and I put that in there and I was like, wait a minute, milk would qualify. Huh. Crap, you're right, that's kind of not fair.
Oh, good. Then this beverage is perfectly fine.
Is it cow milk?
It is moderately more, exotic in origin.
Did it come from an ungulate in general?
I'm pleased that your vocabulary is expanding somewhat. No, it did not.
Did the milk originate from a primate?
That is certainly not an impossibility. Nice, Frick, Megan.
Yuri, do I happen to know this primate?
I'll make another pot.
Ha!
Oh, seal your copulating orifice. Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, I get it now. Thanks, Natsuki.
No problem. Glad I can help out. I'm constantly in awe of how amazing you are, Natsuki. I truly, deeply love you on every conceivable level. You are just such a wonderful individual. Damn right you do.
Do I have any sort of chance with you here?
Well, perhaps as a form of tertiary roller.
Third wheel.
He could also be the roast and the spit roast, I guess.
I like giving people, like, sort of absurd things like that where they go, wait, hang on. Like, how does that work? Sort of thing. Because if you know what the terminology means, it's like, well, wait, huh? Sort of thing.
Regardless, someone, I currently desire you, mostly due to my forced addiction to your existence. It's rather frustrating, actually. I can feel my visceral organs pulling in your direction, no matter where you're standing. Though, I suppose, as a result, this means you'll have as much contact with me as you could possibly ever desire someone.
Whatever. Better than all the nothing I've had up until now. Anyway, aren't you supposed to be serving me a drink that's
Uh-oh.
only slightly questionable or something?
There you go.
Uh-oh, what?
You cut out.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Yes. Pardon me for a moment whilst I retrieve the desiccated deciduous fronds.
Gesundheit? Oh, wait, I think I get it. Anything I can do to help?
Absolutely. Except, I do not trust you to possess the knowledge pertinent to how to prepare any form of sustenance.
What? That's not fair. I know how to shove money into a vending machine. That's how everyone cooks, right?
Right then.
Yuri produces an electric kettle from her person, not pictured electric kettle. I don't want to think too hard about how she did that or where exactly she pulled it from.
Now, watch carefully.
Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Nothing's happening?
Due to water possessing an enormous specific heat, it takes quite a while for any thermodynamic operations involving water to finish someone. You will just have to be patient while... right.
Yuri then walks over to the wall and then actually plugs in the kettle since that wasn't established as happening yet, and it's a safe bet that she wasn't carrying a plugged-in kettle this whole time. It clicks itself off or something, I don't know. These things do weird things when you use them strangely. I had to do that because presumably if she's literally put the kettle down and, like, turned it on without being plugged in, it would be on the on position right now. So it's like, oh, it turns itself off. Yeah, because I need it for the joke.
Right. Okay, so I'll go retrieve the tea. Would you please turn the kettle back up to operating temperature and observe it closely?
Sure.
Perfect. I'll be back as soon as it's convenient to the plot.
I set the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. I then lean in as close as I can per Yuri's instructions, just staring at the water through the thick, heavy, definitely not laminated or tempered or otherwise made safer glass a few inches in front of my face. That description worries me. I'm vaguely aware of something going wrong, but I'm currently too deaf, dumb, and blind to actually focus on that much. Kind of a Who reference there, really. Oh, well, at least it didn't. Oh, God! Every single surface of my body was facing the kills, had glass inserted in has been pretty much deep.
I'm never going to build up a collection at this rate. Someone, please note that you may need to visit an optometrist after this. The original owner wore glasses, but I neglected to verify what particular prescription they were. My apologies.
I always wanted to go and make a... Oh, hang on. Sound effects.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I always wanted to go on a tangent and say, like, going more into detail as to why she carries spare eyeballs on her.
I love it. There. Can you see again?
Yep. I still hate all of existence due to the blinding pain I feel on nearly every other surface of my body.
Congratulations. You now know how I feel every moment you do not exist within my direct line of sight.
Wow, no wonder you want to just drag me around everywhere. I'm sorry, I'm totally cool with just always being near you for reasons that are wholly of benefit to you and not myself.
Perfect. Now then, if I may continue.
Blessed excrement! For what copulating reason did you set the kettle to 200 degrees Celsius?
That's what you did. I just saw... That's what you did. I just saw you.
No, I set it to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just below water's boiling point of 212 degrees Fahrenheit. You proceeded to set it to 200 degrees Celsius, which is far more thermal energy than the boiling point at 100 degrees Celsius.
Oh, well, whoops. God damn it, why didn't the narration specify that? In fact, we live in Japan. Why the hell would we do anything in Fahrenheit?
Correction, we live in Japan.
Oh yeah, duh. So, quick aside about that. So, this is a thing I don't see people pick up on too much in even the original game, but, the sequence with Yuri and the, tea thing. She goes, and the way Dan wrote it just literally sets the kettle to 200 degrees. Without any other context, you have to assume that that means it's set to Fahrenheit, because Japan, literally, that wouldn't work for water. Water is, 100 degrees Celsius. Mm-hmm. And the whole joke here is essentially, poking fun at the fact that in the original, he never specified. I mean, it has to be Fahrenheit, but, why would that happen? If I do, rewrite stuff, I would make the fact that I'm poking fun at that specifically a little clearer, because it just kind of sounds like I'm just arbitrarily going, yep, I wrote 200 degrees and didn't specify it.
And if you don't remember that part from the game, then...
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I like the joke, but I don't think I conveyed it quite well
maybe
enough.
not.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, something I've been wanting to ask you. Holy shit, what happened to you? Did you get attacked by ninjas or something?
Oh, excrement. Ninjas did knives, and
I possess a severe personal issue wherein I derive pleasure and stress relief from self-harm. I was using the delay in the boiling of the water as an excuse to partake in said behavior in the hallway. Further, while I now possess many more bizarre fetishes and sexual kinks than I did prior to Act 2, this is an issue I've always had to some small extent, even in my normal life.
That's stupid. Clearly ninjas did it. Anyway, you want to, do something now? I need a distraction from all the burns and glass.
Yes, I have a few ideas for new things to try, and all of them would be best served by you sitting directly adjacent to me. Your presence will enhance the feeling, and I need to attempt to remember your scent for later.
Neat! We eventually get some food and stuff and sit against the wall to read since gigantic boobs or something, I don't know. Anyway, Yuri starts hastily devouring chocolate, claiming that she'll need the caffeine and aphrodisiac in it. Though, after a while, I feel the need to ask Yuri about something that's bothering me. Hey, Yuri? Why is your book glowing? And bleeding? And buzzing periodically? And jittering around constantly? and whispering dark incantations that suggested my parents' organs are piñatas that are filled with candy specifically meant only for me. And smells? Damn it, would have been funnier if I stopped listing things on the piñatas line. Anti-joke.
These traits you point out are all testaments to the power of Markov and the sacrifices he requires to fulfill his dark...
Prophecy.
I
I knew I needed to have her, say something just insane there, and I should have come up with something better, but that was what I just filled in there. Just like, yep, Markov, totally cool, whatever.
Excluding the buzzing. That, is not originating from the book.
Ah, my bad.
Hi, someone. Did you have fun picking out the rest of the glass from your face with Yuri?
Yes, we had a fantastic time because I got to look at and touch his face. Additionally, when I inquired as to whether I could keep possession of the glass, he said to me, "Sure, I don't care."
I literally envisioned her, going from her, additionally, when I had inquired as to whether I could keep the glass, he said, and then literally coming out of her mouth is the voice line from the MC unchanged, like, sure, I don't care. It's literally the same thing from the original game, the last thing he says, I think. In Act 2 before everything goes sideways. Like, it's too far.
Your blessed gift upon me. I shall repay you by never leaving your sight. I'll treasure these shards forever, and I'll ensure that they're kept in only the most precious of places I possess.
Where did she store them? Someone?
I don't know. I can't see anything with all these bandages on my face from the excessive bleeding and the burns.
Oh, right. We never established that you have,
I shall never leave your sight.
Because everything is two-dimensional, I can't tell exactly how she's positioned right now.
Yeah, I would probably rewrite this a little bit, because I like the implication, it feels a little bit forced to me for the joke of your eyes are closed, but you can still see her anyway, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, I like it, just not a good enough setup for it. Well, I'd say I had a lot of fun, yeah. I mean, it'd be really convenient if I could, see things again. Otherwise, this will be really boring. By the way, I was also slightly wrong. It's in this segment, this sequence here, that I do the Yuri in front of everything. You can tell because she's in front of the console right now.
Ah.
It's a miracle! Cool!
Great, whatever. We're doing the poem sharing thing now. Are you? Okay, so now we can reload?
Yeah, this being go back and load, and then see the other things, yeah.
Okay,
Yep, so.
we'll do Sayori.
Okay. Hi, Sayori. Excuse me.
I love how she swings.
Right. I asked Tara to implement that, and Tara actually didn't implement it quite the same way I was intending it to be done, but it's actually better than what I want, so I was like, okay, cool. I don't even remember what my intention was, I just know it wasn't that, but again, this is better than what I was thinking.
It's fucking great, yeah.
Yeah.
She gets so fast.
Right. I'm trying to remember. I think Act 1 is the one where, the scores actually determine whether you get a, a love it or hate it or, neutral response. But in Act 2 here, I'm pretty sure none of that actually matters. It's the same. I think it's the same every time.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and ring those bells. That's all I have for today. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye, everyone.